Al-Anon was useful for me. It made me feel like I wasn't alone. I felt like there was people that were relating. I never got up and spoke. I never shared my story. I sat way in the back. I kept to myself. I was the last in and the first out. It was an eye-opener to see how many people were really struggling. And it made me realize to take a step back. And, by nature, I'm just a compassionate person, but it made me realize to have more compassion for those that are struggling with something, especially an addiction, but to also be aware of who wants to live that life, who wants to be stuck in that addiction. Like I knew for him, it was a choice. For that season of my life, I would pretend I was going to a business meeting, and I'd walk down Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, and I'd turn the corner into this church, and I'd go sit in the back, and nobody knew where I was going or what I was doing. And I will tell you, after I left those meetings, there was a rush of emotions that would happen. It was just a wave that would come over me. And there were some points where I didn't feel I had what it took to push through, to keep going. And, there was lots of moments, 9 out of 10, let's just say 6.5 out of 7 days, he wasn't home. He was out doing what he does, whatever it was. Some days, there was never a set schedule. There was, comes home at 4:00, drunk and whatever else, or comes home middle of the night, or maybe the next afternoon. There were several of those days, and I was never to ask where or what he was doing, but you can just see it. You see the deterioration that started to happen. And I looked back at some pictures when I first met him compared to where he was when we parted, and he probably aged like 15 years.
I'm glad you were able to get out and he wasn't able to track you down or prevent, like the divorce or the separation.